That's maiden over to start. Good start by Prakriti. BC taking on Ontario Heat. Second over Indumati. Starts off with a wide. It's a fuller delivery. Played down the ground. No run here. Good start from Ontario Heat. I'm gonna try to restrict BC as low as possible. Another flighted delivery. Just tapped towards mid wicket. No run. Beautiful ball. Nice length. Nothing a batter could do about that. Nine balls, only one run. BC is a bit slow to start. Pushes this one towards point region. Again, sent back. No run. Fuller length. Driven towards mid off. Again, no run. So 4 dot deliveries in this over. Previously there were 6 dots made in over the first one. Another wide delivery. Trying too much here, the bowler. Last ball of the over. A quick single. Good running. And Jess is off for mark. So after 2 overs, BC are 3 for no loss.
Then I saw the two names came from this.
Allowed appeal. Not given by the umpire. Batter miss. Batter misjudging the line. And the quick single towards cover point. Good running between the wickets. And that's what they need to do. They need to rotate the strike as frequently as possible. Pushed it towards mid wicket. Another dot delivery. Full toss. Mix up. And that's a run out. Yes and no, and at the end, the batter had to go. It's Jess Joseph who has to go back. A very unfortunate way to get dismissed. First wicket down for BC at the score of 4 at the halfway through the second over. Good solid defense. New batter Vritti Daya. Both these batters will be looking to build a partnership. Early loss is never a good sign, especially if it's a run out. Good bowling by Prakriti and tapped it towards Gully for a single, and Vritti is off the mark. Indu to bowl the second over. A flighted delivery, loud appeal, denied by the umpire. This one is going down the leg. A quick single, throw it towards bowler's end, but the batter made her ground well in time. Wide signal by the umpire. So 2 runs added. Placed it towards third man and sneak for another single. And when this Laura is off the mark, she opens her tally. Placed it well between the gap. There's a huge gap between point and extra point fielder. Another dot delivery. Good comeback by Indu. Another good deceiving delivery. Nothing a batter could do about that. Seems a bit uncomfortable here, Laura. Another dot ball. They need to rotate the strike. It's too much dot balls are building pressure. With the end of the 4 overs, the score is 9 with loss of 1 wicket. A full toss delivery. We have to check if the umpire calls it a no ball. No signal from the umpire. Fair delivery. Rithi trying to get a single. Sent back by Laura. No run. Both these batters need to find a way to rotate the strike. We're into the 5th over. A quick single. And good call by the non-striker. 1 run taken and the score moves into double digits. This one is tapped towards third man. Another single taken. And that's what is required right now. Just singles to build a partnership, and then they can capitalize if they have an opportunity later on in the innings. This one's played down towards fine leg. The fielder is chasing it. They might want to come back for 2. Said no. Just another single. This one sliding down the leg. Wide signal by the umpire. You can see Prakriti is trying to swing the ball in from the leg stump, which is not easy. This one is pitched well within the line, and that's the end of 5 overs. After 5 overs, BC women team is 13 with loss of 1 wicket. And that's a beautiful delivery. The batsman had no clue, was in double mind, and missed it eventually. Another flighted delivery. It's played towards square leg, no run. Quick single. A good call by the non-striker. Another single taken towards third man. And the scoreboard moves forward. The last over of the power play hasn't gone the way British Columbia would have liked, but they have only lost one wicket. So they sit down the ground. No run. A fielder is there. Last ball of the power play. Loud appeal. Going down the leg. No run. And with 6 overs, end of power play, BC is 14 with loss of 1 wicket. New bowler Hassini into the attack. Starts off with the fuller one. And well defended by Vritti. Another one blocked. Slower delivery. Another single taken towards third man. So single coming finally after 3 dot deliveries. And the scoreboard moves to 15. The bowling side would not mind this, considering that there's only 15 runs on the board. And 6 overs done. BC needs to find a way to get the scoreboard move faster. Sliding down the leg. No run. Into bowling a last over. Batter being very watchful here. Also need to watch the scoreboard, which doesn't seem like moving. Loud appeal and given. The batter doesn't seem too convinced. Think she might have gotten an edge. Nonetheless, she has to walk back. It'll be a very slow walk for her. With that, BC losing their second wicket, 15 for 2, 7.2. New batter, Captain Mohini Kalra walks in the middle. Defends it back to the bowler. Indu has been a fine bowler in both the games today. He's into a fourth over, only 8 runs given so far. He's pulling good lengths, good lines here. Not easy for the batter to hit it. This one is hit straight to the fielder, no run taken. Another dot delivery. Pressure is building slowly and slowly. 15. Another dot ball. And that's the end of 8 overs. After 8 overs, BC women team is 15 with loss of 2 wickets. Hasini into her second over. Bowls a fuller one. Straight towards mid wicket, no run taken. Another dot delivery. It's been an excellent bowling performance so far from Ontario Heat. Another play and miss. Good bowling by the bowler. Saw the batter coming down the wicket and she pulled her length very well. Good smart bowling by this young bowler. And Laura is struggling here with 2 runs from 20 deliveries. She needs to do something special here. That's down the leg. Wide signal by the umpire, and batter sneaks in for another single. So 2 runs added to the total, and the bowler has to bowl it again. For the length, plain miss. Better just lets it go. There's no rush at all. Another wide, this time towards off stump. Umpire raises his arms, stretching it out. It's beautiful cold weather. Perfect day, perfect time to play cricket, especially if it's a T20 cricket. You're watching from beautiful British Columbia in this town of Surrey. Full toss, hits it straight towards covers. Dot ball. Keep coming. Last ball of the over. Played it back to the bowler, and that's the over. 9 overs done. BC are 18 with loss of 2 wickets. New bowler Kavish comes into the attack.
Asking because they're saying it's 20 and online it's 18.
That's a dot delivery. This one goes down the leg side. Wide signal by the umpire.
ਉਹਦੇ ਕਹਿ ਦੋ ਕਿ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਅੰਪਾਇਰ ਵੀ ਥੱਕ ਕੇ ਬਾਈਟ ਬਲ ਸਿਗਨਲ ਦੇ ਦੇ ਕੇ
ਦੂਜੀ ਨੂੰ full toss. Hits it in the gap to a square leg and 2 runs taken. And with that, captain is off the mark. A bit expensive over in course of this game. 4 runs from 3 deliveries with 3 balls still remaining. Be interesting to see how Mohini approaches the remaining over. Does she takes on this bowler, make it a big one, or she plays it safe? Another one down the leg. It's been a good day for the umpires completing their workout. Lots of wides and no balls from all the teams. Pretty sure umpire has completed his calorie count today. Another one on the legs. Could have been close, but a single taken. Good calling by Laura. Plays it straight towards mid-off. Another dot delivery from Mavish. Second one of this over. And Laura struggles to rotate strike. 3 from 23 deliveries. Another dot delivery to finish the over, and after 10 overs, halfway through the first innings, BC is 24 with loss of 2 wickets. Hasini bowling her third over. It's a loud appeal for run out. It was a close run, tight run, but at the end, batter is safe. Another another quick single taken. Mavish bowling her second over. First one was a bit expensive, and for 6. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. Knocking the stumps. The captain had no idea. The ball stopped a little bit. And that's a clean bowl, beautiful bowl. And what a wicket it is. Coming in the right time. And we looked like BC was trying to capitalize and move on the scoreboard. That's a third wicket down for 27. Good running. 1 run sneaked. And 31 for 3 after 12 overs. Spin being brought back in the attack and just missed the stumps. Could have been a 4th wicket here for BC, but the batter survives. Another flighted delivery. It's troubling the batter. One more dot ball. Has been swept away towards mid wicket. Seems like that one didn't carry to a fielder. A 1 run for Laura Jones. I think with this approach, it seems like BC's eyeing 65 to 70 runs. They're showing a lot of confidence on their bowling to defend it against Ontario Heat. Well, it's gonna bring a lot of heat to them when they're gonna come for a chase. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Down the ground. That's the first boundary of the game. And sweet shot by Jasmine. Another flighted one. Hits it over the top. Another 4. Beautiful batting here by the batter. Yasmina, she's turning the momentum towards BC. And 2-2. Beautiful cricket going on here. Both the fielders move back to the boundary. Long on and long off in place. That was another swing. Fortunately for the batter, didn't get any inside edge or anything, which is the end of 13 overs. BC is 40 but loss of 3 wickets. Mavish into her 3rd over. And the Quick single taken towards square leg. Good batting by Laura. Giving more strike to Jasmina. Long off and long on her back in the boundary. And hits it towards deep mid wicket. Another single taken. So you can see the BC has started to take on and press the accelerator now. They want to change the gears and make quick runs. So good batting, good approach by BC at the moment. Loud appeal. Not out, says the umpire. Another full delivery, but I completely missed that one. Full delivery, and that's bowled. Deflected from the pads. And that's the fourth wicket down. Mavish takes the second one. Laura has to go back, and BC in trouble. They're 42 for 4 into the 14th over. New batter Dhingra plays it straight to the cover, and that's the end of 14 overs. BC is 42 for 4. Sunita bowling her second over. defense by Prerna. Loud appeal given. And that's the 5th wicket down. BC is in trouble. Good bowling by Sunita, deceiving the batter and getting her first wicket for this game. New batter to the crease is Sanjana. It's a good cover drive into the gap for just a single. Another play and miss. But I tried to hit a drive. Ball not quite there. Loud appeal. And given. Umpire took his sweet time. Eventually was convinced. And that's the second wicket in this over. And BC are 44 for 6. They're in big trouble now. 15 overs gone. BC 44 for 6. Changing bowler. Lauren comes into attack and bowls a beautiful first delivery, beating the batter's edge. Sanjana not seemed too comfortable with that length. A short length delivery, smashed it towards square leg. Might want to come back for 2. And denied. Just 1 run taken. That's not a good cricket. It's easy 2 runs. There's a lot of confusion between the batters, resulting in only 1 run. 4 overs remaining after this one. BC trying to score more runs. Another one score shot hit towards fine leg. This time no run taken. A better call this time from the non-striker. Good start from Lauren. Only 1 run from 3 deliveries. This one is tapped towards third man. Just another single. And Tanvi's off the mark. Loud appeal. Umpire not convinced. Batter again trying to hit it square of the wicket behind the umpire. Rechecking her shots, trying to play it straight in the V. Last ball of the over. And that one just kept a bit low. With that, it's going to be the end of 16 overs. After 16, BC is 46 for 6.
How many?
Another single taken, this time towards deep mid wicket. Sunita bowling her third over. Be interesting to see how she bowls this one. She took 2 wickets in last over. This one is hit down the ground. She was gone if that hits the stumps. At least the approach is better from BC batters now. Realizing the urge to score more runs. That's a good shot. Making a ball as a full toss and hits it behind the square for 2 runs. That brings up 50 for BC. So they reached 50 run score in 16.3 overs. And dot ball followed by those 2 runs. Another shot hit towards deep square leg. Just 1 this time. Another single scored towards deep square leg. So runs are coming in 1s and 2s. So after 17, the score is 52 with loss of 6. Dot ball to start the over. Was hit towards mid off. No run taken on that one. This one is bowled down the leg. Wide signal by the umpire. Another wide called by the umpire. Stretching those arms. Two wides. Loud appeal. Knocked out, says the umpire. Maybe going down the leg. Laurel comes back, and that one is hit down towards mid-on, and she was gone for all money. Another single taken. Score has moved on to 55 after 17.3 overs. Lauren is bowling her second over. Another single taken towards mid wicket this time. This one is hit straight towards covers. No run this time. It's a good comeback by the bowler in this over. That's it down the ground. Could be close. And misses it again. It's not the kind of the day the fielder expects her to be. And after 18 overs, it's 57 for 6. 2 overs remaining in this first innings. And the changing bowling Prakriti comes back. And spin hit towards extra cover for another single. Slight misfield by the fielder there. So 11 deliveries remaining. Be interesting to see how much can these two add up from here. Another appeal. Umpire says not out.
just do this one 150, update this one 57%.
This one is hit in the gap between mid wicket and long on. The bat is coming back for two, could be close. Makes it quite easily at the end. And the score has moved to 60s now, with 9 more balls remaining in the first innings. That's in the air, lofted nicely into the gap. Be looking to come back for two. She was gone if the bowler had collected that ball. Sloppy stuff, but at the end it's 2 runs added for Tanvi. Oh, that's very well played. Finding the gap between Gully and third man fielder. She takes another run. Score moves to 63 with 1 ball remaining still in this over. And she hit a big shot. Oh, that's taken an edge. Passes the keeper. And only a single. And that's the end of 19 overs after 19. BC's score is 64 with loss of 6 wickets. So last over for this innings. Here comes Asini. Sanjana is the striker and she starts with the wide. So it's a bit of pressure for the bowler as well. She's been pretty impressive. 8 runs in 3 overs so far. Interesting, if BC can score at least 10 runs in this over, they can go to 75. Still 6 more balls to go. That's it in the air, into the gap. Only a single. So not bad for the bowling side. They won't mind singles at this point. Good change in the field by the captain. Putting a cow corner and bringing a mid on in place, as well as sending the mid wicket back to 3/4. 5 more balls remaining. That's it down the ground. There's a gap. They might want to come back for 2. They will come back for 2. That's a direct hit. Umpire says no. So 2 runs taken. Good running between the wicket from both these batters from BC. The score moves on to 68 with 4 more balls remaining in the first innings. Here comes Asini. She hits it towards offside, slight misfield, but passes it back to her fielder. And 1 run taken. Lots of excitement from the BC camp. They are cheering for every single run here.
not ತೆಗೆಯೋದು.
Another slog. It doesn't connect anything. A bye taken. And the score has now moved to 70 with 2 more balls remaining. She's hit that one into the gap. Will only get a single. The fielder is too fast. Running in and covering the distance. And that's a misfield. A misfield, a comedy of errors leading to 2 runs. The coach doesn't seem to be too happy about that. 72. BC has managed to reach 7 runs in this over with 1 more ball to go. Can she get a boundary in this one? A full toss, a wild swing, but there is a protection. Only a single this time. And that's the end of 20 overs. First innings for BC is done. They have managed to score 73 after their 20 overs. And Ontario Heat, when they come back, they're going to chase 74 to win this game. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Welcome back, everybody watching. You're watching the game between BC women's team against Ontario Heat women's team in the 2025 Women's National Championship from Surrey, British Columbia. It's the first time British Columbia is hosting this tournament. BC made 73, and here comes the chase. Good delivery by Jess, bringing it right in to the batter, Captain Habiba, along with Shay and just bowling right arm around over the wicket and bowls a wide. So first runs on the board for Ontario Heat. They're not chasing a big total. It's only 74 runs. The BC will try to give them a good fight and win this game. Another one which comes in. Just tapped it towards square leg. No run taken. Good start by the bowler. Another good delivery. Just tapped it. No run taken on that one. It's a third dot delivery from this over. Another good delivery. Another dot ball. Not too much pace from the bowler. Batter being very watchful in the beginning. Captain knows that she needs to stick there till the end. Was dismissed early in the last game. Another good delivery. Shaping in a little bit. It's 5 dots so far in this over. With only an extra making a run. Last ball of the over. And that's bowled outside off stump. That will close the over. So after first over, Ontario Heat is 1 with no loss. New bowler Prerna into the attack. And that's a good shape. Good line to start off. Dot ball to start off. Batter seems in some kind of a trouble here. That took a big bounce. Unexpected one. Keeper didn't collect it nicely. And the batter seems in some kind of a pain. 2 dot deliveries. Prerna charges for a third delivery. It's tapped towards gully and no run taken. So 3 dot balls. Good start from Prerna. That one just passes the bat. Good bowling by Prerna. 4 dot balls. And batter doesn't look too comfortable there. That one is hit on the pads. It's going down the leg. No excitement shown there by the umpire. And that's 5 dot deliveries from the bowler. She'll be looking to turn it into a maiden over. Last ball of the over. That's hit back towards mid-on, and that's the end of the second over. So a maiden over for Prerna, a good start. 2 overs, 1 for no loss. Just bowling her second over and beats the batter there. Batter had no clue. Lets it go. Lets it go. Good start by BC bowlers. Seems like it's gonna be a nail biter. Into the third over. And that one just shapes a bit in swing for the left-handed batter there. Habiba is very watchful. Both the batters still looking to open the account. Hits the pad. It's going down the line. Another dot delivery. This one is sliding down the leg side, and that's been called a wide. So no runs from the bat so far. That's a beautiful in swinging ball, and that's just defended by the batter. That's in the air. It's a fielder over there who just cuts it down to 1 run. And it's the first runs from the bat. Habiba is off the mark. Last ball of the over, well defended. And that's 3 overs done. After 3 overs, Ontario Heat is 3 for no loss. Prerna to continue her second over. The batter lets it go, hits her foot. Loud appeal but denied by the umpire. Looked like it was sliding down outside the leg stump. Unfortunately, no reviews available in this game. And that's another leg bye. That's a full toss. Couldn't time it too well. Hits it straight towards covers. And that's a dot ball. And a beautiful outswing. Another dot delivery there. A wild swing by the batter. Missed it completely and another dot ball. So that's 10 dot balls for Shane. She seems not too happy about that. That's going down the leg. The keeper's missed it completely and the batter has taken a run. So it'll be 2 runs added to the total. Plus the bowler has to bowl that again. Loud appeal. Umpire not interested. Good pressure by Prerna. She's getting the ball to shape a bit. Now it's almost 6:30 here in Surrey. And sun setting down. She's trying to make full use of the conditions. Not easy to bat, and that's another dot delivery. Which brings us to the end of 4 overs. So after 4 overs, the score is 6 with no loss. That's in the air. And the batter was able to dissect the field, but only for a single. So Shane trying to change gears now. He's trying to be a bit more aggressive with the intent. Habiba on the other end being very watchful. Again defends it back to the bowler. That's a good shot towards mid wicket. It's a long chase for the fielder at deep square leg. And 2 runs taken. That will certainly give some confidence to the batter. After 5 overs, the score is 12 with no loss. Change in bowling. Captain Mohini Kalra is going to bowl the last over of the power play. Setting a field. Long on is at the boundary. Deep fine leg. And starts off with the dot ball. That's in the air and taken. The captain does her magic. First wicket down. It was well outside off stump. The batter couldn't time it too well. Ends up giving a simple catch at extra cover. So first wicket down for 12. New batter Indumati starts off with the dot ball. Another dot one. Another play and miss. That's a good over. Comes to the end. Only 1 run from it. After 6, Ontario Heat is 13 for 1. Another change in attack. Manat Hundal comes into bowl. Loud appeal. Denied by the umpire. It's an important phase of game. Ontario still requires 61 from 13.5 overs. Good delivery. Good line. And disturbing the batter here. Not too easy. Playing against the spin. A good turn. Good sharp turn there for Manat. Plays it straight towards point. Plays it straight towards mid-off. Another dot delivery. So 4 dots for Manat. Another delivery bowled at the stumps. Hits it square. And no run. Dot delivery. So 5 dots. That's a good start for the bowler. Last ball of the over. And she finally takes a single. So that's the end of 7 overs. After 7 overs, Ontario Heat are 14 with loss of 1 wicket. 14. Another dot ball to start the new over for Mohini. It's interesting field setup. Shot mid wicket. Ball goes to extra cover. Regular mid wicket. No fielder in the deep on the leg side. As a matter of fact, no fielder outside the circle, anywhere on the field. The batter dances down the ground, and that's well stopped by the fielder there at short mid wicket. It's a smart move there. Lots of singles have been going in that direction, and this one goes to a regular mid wicket position. So excellent bowling by the captain, bowling as per her plans, as per her field. 4 dots, and the batter is under a lot of pressure. Plays it towards leg side, just one this time. Flight to delivery. Batter just taps it towards point region. No run taken. It's only 1 run coming from the over. It's 8 overs gone. Ontario Heat are not producing some heat. They're still struggling. We're 15 for 1. It's easy 2 runs. A little change in the gear from the batter. Realizing that the required run rate is going up. Still 57 needed from 11.5 balls. Manat into her second over. Again, batter dances down the wicket. Could be difficult if she misses it, because Manat is producing sharp turn there. Another beautiful delivery. Good line, good length. Nothing that the batter can offer there. And it's been an impressive bowling display by BC. Another one in the air and just crosses the fielder. This one could be tight if loud appeal. Denied. That was a close call, but the umpire ruling it in favor of the batting side. 2 runs added. So good batting there by Indumati. That's in the air, mistimed, and straight towards the fielder at mid-off. And that's the second wicket down for Ontario. I was trying to be a bit more aggressive. Indu has lost a wicket. New batter Mitra is gonna face the last ball of this over. Plays it straight towards cover and takes an easy single. And after 9 overs, Ontario Heat are 19 for a loss of 2 wickets. Mohini to continue her third over. Balls are full, no run. Another dot delivery. It's impressive bowling so far by the captain. 2 runs given in 2 overs. So it's just inside the line. Another dot delivery. That's a good shot on the leg side. Will only get a single. That's a good throw. But for no use. Just 1 run. The run rate is creeping up slowly and slowly, reaching 5.05 at the moment. Ontario Fire need 53 more runs from 10.3 overs. It's not going to be easy at the moment. BC looks like favorites. That's a full toss, and that's a drop catch. Was it straight to the fielder? A cover point, and she missed it, as well as missed an opportunity for the run out. The bowler just dislodging the stump by her foot. Otherwise it could have been a run out as well, but a catch dropped. How costly it's gonna be, we'll see in time. This one is going down the leg, so a little bit pressure for the captain. That's a full toss in the air, and another wicket. That was a bad ball asking to be smashed, but the batter couldn't get any hold of that one, and Mitra has to go back. And that's second wicket for Mohini and third wicket down for Ontario Heat. New batter Mahabish.
He's stressed. He's scratching his neck. I can see it. He misses his girlfriend. Whoever she is. I don't know what she is. I live right there. I have 2 daughters. They play, so I have to watch everything.
And that's a short delivery put away. That's a good shot. Could reach the boundary, and it's 4. That's a beautiful boundary, a timely one in the course of this game. That brings us to the end of 10 overs. After halfway, Ontario Heat are 27 with loss of 3 wickets. So 1 run taken by the captain. She moves on to 5 from 22 deliveries. Very crucial over for both the sides. The bowling side will be looking to pick up another wicket in this over to put more pressure. At the same time, Ontario Heat will be looking to score as many as possible to bring the run rate down. Beautiful ball by Mannat. Excellent line. It's always a risk to hit it against the spin. And that's done it. Like I said, it's not going to be easy to hit it across the spin. And Mavish has lost her wicket doing so. That's the 4th wicket down, second one for Mannat. And Ontario must be feeling some heat now from BC. They are 4 down, 428. As I mentioned before, this is going to be a great over. Mannat is on hat trick in front of her home crowd. If she takes this one, it's going to be a very memorable one for her. Loud appeal, denied by the umpire. A bit too high, maybe. But that's an excellent over from Mannat, conceding only 1 run and taking 2 runs. And after 11 overs, Ontario Heat are 28 with loss of 5. Changing bowling, Tanvi comes to the attack. The captain, Habiba, is still out there, holding on to one end. But she needs support and she needs company from the other end. It's a big task, 46 required from 8.5 overs. And she's struggling a bit as well. Takes another single. Moves on to 6 from 24 deliveries. 45 required from Ontario. That one just shaping a bit. The batter playing on the back foot. And they need to switch gears. Good bounce, good pace and good change in line and length. He plays down towards mid-off. The pressure is certainly on the batting side. Last ball of the over. And she misses it completely. After 12 overs, the score is 29 for 5 for Ontario. And 45 required. The task seems out of their pocket. Mannat continuing her last over. And bowls a full end delivery. This is going to be a key matchup. If Mannat can get Habiba out in this over, it'll be all over for Ontario Heat. Habiba trying to play it square. Hasn't quite timed the ball in this innings. We need some aerial shots at the moment. And this one just clipping thigh pad while going towards keeper. Beautifully bowled. Right onto the stumps. Cramping the batter for room. Another dot delivery. 4 dots in the over. The required run rate is now over 6 for the first time in this game. And she sweeps it, finds a gap, but will only get a single. The BC won't mind singles at this moment till the time they can put pressure with the dot balls and stop some boundaries. Prakriti, on the other hand, has to play some aerial shots. They need to score boundaries. Otherwise, this task seems to be highly impossible right now for Ontario Heats. Slip is being introduced. Bowls a fuller length. Another dot ball, and that's the end of 13 overs. After 13, Ontario Heat are 30, the loss of 5 wickets. New over for Tanvi. Another dot delivery. Need to change gears right now, otherwise it's gonna be too much at the end. Again hits the pads. Another dot delivery, so three dots. That's in the air and dropped. Went straight to the captain at covers. And Habiba gets a life here. This one is going down the leg. Wide signal by the umpire. Interesting to see how many wides have come in this over. So in this innings. A full toss has been well fielded. At long on, only a single. The fuller end delivery just taps it back to the bowler, and this is the end of 14 overs. Ontario Heat are 32 with loss of 5 wickets after 14. New bowler Sanjana into the attack. 42 remaining from 35 deliveries. Habiba still taking time, taking the game deeper. And that's a good shot. And very well fielded by the fielder there. Certainly stopping 2 runs, if not more. 1 run won't harm BC at this moment. Just going down the leg. Wide signal by the umpire. That's in the air. A good effort by the fielder there at long on. Putting in dive, putting her body on line. Has been well appreciated by all her teammates. With just 1 more run added to the total. The required score is now 39 from 33. Another swing and miss. You can see the pressure slowly ticking on to the captain. She requires some big shots here. She needs to find a boundary somehow to release the pressure. There comes a big shot and there's a fielder under it. And there goes the 6th wicket. The captain has to walk back. She didn't look comfortable at all today. And at the end, it's another wicket. First one for Sanjana. New bowler Vrithi starts with the wide. The T8 require a 5. And this one just goes straight to third man. Another dot delivery. You can see at the faces in the dugout. They don't seem too happy about it. The game was well within the balance. This one is out. Again, hit straight to the cover fielder. And that's the 7th wicket down. Prakriti has to go back And that's another disappointing walk back to the pavilion from another batter from Ontario. 7 wickets down, first one for Vrithi, and this game is more or less done at this point. And that's a single, could be run out. The fielder misses it. 1 run taken of the last ball of the over, and that's 37 for 7 after 16. Suns now bowling a second over, and that's hit straight towards square leg. It's good intensity by the fielding side. Another dot delivery. The run rate has now crossed 10 run per over mark for the first time. And that's a full toss, but the batter wasn't able to hit it anywhere. Straight towards mid wicket. Another dot delivery. That has gone into the gap. Might look for 2. Could be close. The throw was not in the right end. 2 runs added to Khatija's total. She moves on to 3. One more ball remaining in this over. And a dot ball to finish the over. And after 17 overs, the score is 39 with loss of 7 wickets. That one is hit straight to covers and could be close. Direct hit. Would have sent her home straight away, running back to the pavilion, but it's not the case this time. The batter survives. This one has been hit into the gap. Might look for two. They went against the wish. Just a single. This one is hit straight towards mid-on. No run taken. Another dot delivery. So the target seems highly impossible at this moment. And the dot ball to finish the 18th over. So after 18 overs, Ontario Heat are 41 with loss of 7 wickets. New bowler with Tanshi. That was a good first up delivery. Right at the money. And now Ontario Heat need a miracle to win this game, and DC has made an excellent comeback after scoring 72 in the first innings, 73. The way they have started the bowling in this innings has been exceptionally well. Fuller length delivery, head straight to covers, no run taken. So 33 needed from 10 deliveries now. That's in the air. A good shot over the point fielder's head. Might want to come back for two. This is not going to the boundary. And that was some good cricket stroke. By far the best so far in this innings by any batter. "31 from 9. They need sixes. That's not meant to be. Another dot delivery. Good comeback by Vedanshi. That's going down the leg. Umpire did not signal that a wide. One more dot delivery added. Only 7 balls remaining. They need few sixes and few boundaries. That has completely missed the keeper. And they quickly run for a bye. They're coming back for two, and that's a sloppy start from the keeper. Had she collected that one, would have been a run out. And that means that after the end of 19 overs, the score is 45 with loss of 7 wickets. So 29 runs required in the last over. Seems like an impossible task. 29 in last over. Riti to bowl the last over. And that's a play and miss. 29 of 5. That means they need 5 sixes from now. Highly impossible task. Here comes the second ball of this over. And she bowls a wide. A little help from Riti. Still need 28. They require sixes. Not an easy task. That's in the air into the gap. Will only get a single, which means mathematically Ontario Heat have lost the fire today in this run chase. 27 of 4 deliveries. That's not going to happen. And another single taken. It's a remarkable comeback from the BC bowlers after setting up a low score of 74 for Ontario Heat, who won their first game against East and West Province. Another quick single could be close. The batter makes it finally successfully inside the crease, which means 2 more deliveries and just a formality to be done from the bowling side. Here comes Riti, bowls it full. It's straight towards mid-off. Direct hit. umpire has to go and reset the bails. 50 up for Ontario Heat. 50 coming in 19.5 overs. With one delivery left in this match. That's in the air and misses everything. The batter screams for 2 runs and completes 2 runs. They go for 3 and there's a run out. Nevertheless, that's a run out and that's another wicket fall, which means Ontario Heat has lost this match by 21 runs. Thanks for joining. We'll see you and catch you tomorrow.